Hey, it's Matt Inglot from Freelance Transformation. Today we're answering the question, am I good enough in order to provide my services to paying clients? And this is a question that comes from Josh. And Josh writes that he's really into UI and UX design. And he wants to help people to achieve their goals through website creation. But he is not sure if he has enough knowledge in order to deliver on his promises to his clients. And that's a common fear that I see in freelancers a lot. And it is a valid fear. For example, if you are starting out and let's say you have a beginner to intermediate knowledge of graphic design, for example, chances are that you're not going to be able to turn around and tomorrow go and land Nike as a client and go make a Super Bowl commercial for them or the next big advertising campaign. It doesn't really work like that. But on the other hand, in order to help someone with your skills, all you have to really be able to do for them is to use your skills to solve a problem for them. And the reality is that there are a ton of clients out there that are not Nike, that are not McDonald's, that are not big sophisticated clients. A lot of them are nonprofits and small businesses that could never hire a gigantic agency and pay them top dollar to do top creative work. And that's where freelancers can come in. And even if you're starting out, even if your skill set is basic, there's probably a business or nonprofit out there that will happily pay you for your skills if for no other reason than they can't afford someone that's more experienced and that can do a more professional job. And as long as you're still delivering value, as long as you're still solving problems for them, that's amazing. Websites are a super great example of this. I mean, that's how I got started, and that's still what my agency does. So I learned how to build websites. I built a couple for myself as a hobby, and then I started going to smaller businesses and finding out if they needed a website. And the websites that I built were okay, but they were clearly not the same result as that of a true professional freelancer, and especially not that of an agency. But I also started out charging $300 for my first website, then $700, then $1,000. So the work was a lot less expensive than what an experienced professional would charge. So as long as you know something, as long as you have some skill, and you are earnest and enthusiastic about the idea of using that skill to help a client solve a problem of theirs, there are probably clients out there that are basically at your price range and at your skill level. My first clients, they benefited tremendously from my services because they were able to get a website that maybe it wasn't the prettiest website, but it was better than no website, which was their other alternative. They couldn't afford to spend 5 or 10 grand on professional work, but they could afford to pay me. And for me, it was a great experience because it taught me a ton. It taught me a lot about website development. It taught me a ton about finding clients. It taught me a ton about working with clients. So don't be afraid of starting at the bottom. Just find a skill that you know something about more than your typical person, and find people that you can help with that skill. And over time, you'll get better. You'll be able to up your rates, and you've got a great new career that you've started. Now, all of that being said, you don't have to start out freelancing. I mean, it is a great opportunity. It's a great way to make money. It's a great way to do so while being super flexible with your time. But there is something to be said for getting a job and getting that experience, especially if you're super young, just out of school, and everything is new and you need that corporate experience. Go work for an agency for a couple years, or go work for a corporation. Find out how these businesses work. Find out how they work with their clients, and then go and start out on your own. That's perfectly valid. And quite frankly, if I was starting out all over again, that is something that I might have done. I might have gone and worked for an agency, at least for a summer, just to see what it's like, and just so that I wouldn't have to figure absolutely everything out on my own from the start. So those are my 2 cents. Josh, if you're watching this, I hope it helps. I hope it helps everybody else as well. I'm making a ton more of these videos. So if you like them, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow Freelance Transformation. And I'll see you in the next video.